Welcome to today's edition of Fitness DTV. Today I want to talk about the Ab Ripper X program that comes at the end of 3 of the workouts every week during P90X. Whenever you are doing anything other than the recovery weeks are week 4, week 8, and week 13. Other than those weeks, you have to do Ab Ripper X 3 times a week. Day 1, day 3, and day 5. Okay? Every time you do one of your resistance training workouts, which are always day 1, always day 3, and always day 5, except for during the recovery weeks, you do Ab Ripper X after that workout, all 3 times. For some reason there seems to be some kind of confusion here as to when you're supposed to do Ab Ripper X, or if you're supposed to like do the weight training in the morning and then come back and do Ab Ripper X later. No, you do it directly after. That's the whole reason. Ab Ripper X by itself is a challenge, but it's not that challenging. Okay, the reason why it's hard as it is because you do it right after you do the other exercises. So you're already tired, you're already wiped out, you've already used a lot of energy. That's part of the process. Okay, P90X is not just about doing random P90X discs whenever you feel like it. Okay, you do them in the order they're supposed to be done. Okay, and Ab Ripper X is day 1, day 3, and day 5 of every single week of the P90X program, the entire 90-day program, except for the recovery weeks. Okay, so that's when you do it. All right, now let's talk about how you do it. Alright, when you do P90X and you get to the end of these resistance training workouts, if you did it right, you should be pretty tired. Okay, by the time you get to Ab Ripper X, you're thinking you really don't have a lot left, and that's okay. Just like anything else in P90X, you want to give it your best. Do the absolute best that you can. Specific to Ab Ripper X, though, you would be better to do just 10 or 15 or 20 repetitions on an exercise and do them the right way, and then rest out those last 5 or 10 reps while you're waiting for them to move on to the next exercise, rather than giving all you've got in the beginning and doing those first 3 or 4 exercises picture perfect, textbook perfect exercising, but then you can't do the other 8 or 9 exercises or whatever it is that's left. Okay, so you'd be better to hold a little bit back so that you can get good at every single exercise. So when you get to Ab Ripper X, if you can only do the first 10 or 15 or 20 repetitions of one of those exercises and you got to rest out those last 5, then do it, just like Tony says on the video. Just take a break, okay? It's not a contest, okay? You don't have to kill yourself. The idea is to get benefit from every single exercise. And if you're just dogging it and you're just basically laying on your floor, you know, looking like a worm because you got no form whatsoever because you just are so wiped out that you can't do the exercises, you're not really doing any ab exercises. All right, at that point, all you're doing is moving around and keeping your heart rate up, and that's not really going to do that much good. That's not the point of Ab Ripper X. Okay, so do your Ab Ripper X day 1, day 3, day 5. Rest out those last 5 or 10 repetitions at the end of any given exercise if you're feeling wasted, and then come back strong for the next exercise, and then finish Ab Ripper X strong. And before you know it, you'll get pretty good at it. All right, that's it for today on Fitness DTV. We'll see you next time.